11 questions that keep humans awake at night. Here's a confession. I have read hundreds of books, Krishnamurti, Gurdjieff, Rumi, Upanishad, and I still don't know who I am. But here's the thing, neither do you, neither does anyone. And that's actually the answer. Welcome to episode 2. Today we are not doing a lecture, we are doing clarity. Questions that humanity has been confused about for centuries. I'm going to give you the uncomfortable truth about each. So let's begin with the most important question. Who are we? This is the base. Everything else collapses without this. Biology says 37 trillion cells, 206 bones, a brain with 86 billion neurons. You are a meat computer. But there is something inside that says I, that witnesses, that calls this body mine. Here's what every mystic from every tradition discovered. Ramana, Maharshi, Krishnamurti, Rumi, Zen masters. That I is not separate. It's not yours. It's the same consciousness looking through 8 billion eyes. You didn't develop a unique identity, you were conditioned into one. By language, by family, by country, by religion. Strip away the conditioning and what remains? The same awareness that's watching through me right now, watching through you right now. We are not humans having a spiritual experience, we are consciousness having a human experience. Earth expressing itself through our bodies. Does God exist? Since my childhood, whenever I've tried to find anything, be it the TV remote, I have looked everywhere but always used to find it where I started to search it from. The source. So let us watch the source now. Is there any intelligence behind it? Is there any order? There's clearly something organizing reality. But can our limited human intelligence really understand it? That is doubtful. Why do we suffer? Because we resist reality. Pain is inevitable. You stub your toe, it hurts. That's biology. Suffering is optional. It's the story you add. Why does this always happen to me? This shouldn't be happening. The Buddha nailed it 2500 years ago. And Jesus literally got nailed for this. Attachment causes suffering. Wanting things to be different than they are. Here's the kicker. Even wanting not to suffer creates suffering. Freedom isn't getting what you want, it's the gratitude for what you have. Is love real or just chemicals? Yes, it's dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, 100%. Science is right. But asking if love is just chemicals is like asking if music is just air vibrations. The chemicals are the how, not the why. Love is consciousness recognizing itself in another form. The chemicals are just the body's way of saying, pay attention, you got something. Is the world a simulation? Most probably it is. Many physicists think so, especially if you think as a quantum scientist. But here's what matters. Even if it is a simulation, it's a simulation where pain hurts and love feels real. So does it matter? If you're in a dream and someone in the dream is suffering, do you help them or say, it's just a dream? Simulation or not, this is the reality we are thrown into. What is real freedom? Freedom is not being controlled by your own mind. Not what you think. You think freedom is, I can do whatever I want. That is license, not freedom. Real freedom is when your action don't come from conditioning, from fear, from desire, or from approval. When you can sit in a silence without needing distraction, that is freedom. When someone insults you and you generally don't react, that is freedom. So it's not an external thing. You can be in a prison and be free, and you can be a billionaire and be a slave. Is reincarnation real? Something continues. Whether it's in you in any meaningful way, it's unclear. There's a research, Ian Stimson of UA, he has documented thousands of cases of children remembering their past lives with verifiable details. And obviously from Vedanta, we know that as souls, we move from one body to another. There's karma which decides our next birth. But again, does it matter? Can you change it now and become a billionaire's son? We sadly can't. And that's the beauty. Live this life fully, now. Are we in control? Or is destiny real? Some things are fixed. You didn't choose your parents, your genetics, your country, your native language. Within those constraints, you have choice, but less than you think. Our genetic coding actually decides what you even think, even if we want children or not? Or are we anxious or tranquil by nature? Or we are him, her, they, or all? The feeling of free will exists. Whether free will itself exists? Sadly, it doesn't. What about ghosts? 75,000 years back, Toba volcanoes erupted in Indonesia, which caused volcanic winters. Nearly 99% of flora fauna vanished. Why I'm saying this? Too many cultures, too many experiences, across too much of history, too many legends. Time in Sanskrit is Kal, past is Bhutkal. Ghost in Sanskrit is Bhut, which basically means ghosts are something which are past, memories, or people. So yes, ghosts exist, but not in the sense people believe them to exist. Why is listening so hard? Because real listening requires ego's death. When someone talks, you're not listening. You're preparing your responses, waiting for your turn. True listening means my agenda doesn't matter right now. Only understanding yours does. A good listener is always a secure being. The fastest way to connect with anyone, listen like you have nothing to prove. Will AI replace humans? If you're using CloudBot like me in this Mac Mini, you literally have an agent working for you 24/7. And now with Maltbook, our agent have their own social media. It's fascinating. But again, AGI, quantum are still in the future. AI, according to me, has brought the new industrial revolution where jobs will be transformed. It's a new era of new jobs. Just think about LLM, agentic AI, going rogue. We need security more and more today. Now, those were a few tough questions. Views are all personal. Some you will forget by tomorrow, one or two will stay. Pay attention to which one stays. I'm not here to be another voice telling you what to think. I'm here to remind you that you already know. See you in 2 weeks. Ciao.